Hello friends and felines, and welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're venturing on my channel for the first time today. I'm so excited for today's video because I finally got the RawBeautyKristi X ColourPop collection in the mail. So we're going to dive into this and create a beautiful look, probably something similar to what she created for her look when she did the campaign for this, because it was like this gorgeous maternity shot and I'm in love with it. So if you want to see me dive in and play around with this very much anticipated collection, then definitely keep on watching. Alright, so I went ahead and I did my base makeup and get everything ready so we could just hop right into this collection because I've been waiting so anxiously to play around with it. So obviously she came out with her palette, which the packaging on this whole collection is adorable. I'm loving the little mushrooms and the forest Washington-esque theme. A lot of my boxes came a little interesting, like this is kind of like not really put together really well, so I'm really hoping nothing is broken. She came out with her 3 gel liners. All of these boxes like aren't even closed, they're whatever. She came out with 2 of the Luxe lip glosses. The packaging on those is fine. And then again she came out with 4 of the Super Shock shadows. So we're going to dive in a little bit more into detail on all of these as I create the eyeshadow look for today. We'll do some swatches and play around with this, and I'm just really excited. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, zoomed in a little bit, the eyes are prepped and ready to go. So let's take a look at the palette. Again, it's the same packaging that was on the unit carton. Look at that, that is so cute. There she is all up close and personal. Thankfully, none of these shadows are broke. I'm just so excited to go around and play with this. These shimmers just look so cute. Believe it or not, this is actually like my first ColourPop palette other than the one that they did, I think, in collaboration with BoxyCharm. So like I haven't really played around with the ColourPop eyeshadow formula. I have a bunch of their Super Shocks obviously, but I really don't have any eyeshadow palettes. So like I said, I'm going to be doing a halo eye look that she did for her video, so I will link it down below. It's a really good tutorial, super easy to follow. So I'm pretty much just going to be mimicking what she did because I really have not perfected the halo eye look yet. At least I don't think I have. So let's just go ahead and dive in. So the first shade that she says is she goes in with Chanterelle, and she kind of uses this as her transition shade. So that's what we're going to do today. There is definitely fallout in the pan, so hopefully there won't be much on the face. And she just kind of put this high up onto the crease, but she says she went really softly because it's not a yellow look, it's mostly predominantly green. So she just wanted a nice transition shade to tie everything together. So I'm going to go in nice and soft with this and kind of have this pretty high up. There, just like that, nice and soft, a beautiful mustard yellow, perfect for the fall season. The next shade she went in with is Fiddleheads, which is right down here. It's a more olive green shade. She puts this into the crease a little bit below that Chanterelle shade, and then starts focusing the colors on the inner and outer corner. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm kind of sticking mostly with all fluffy brushes today because I think it's definitely gonna help blend all of these shades together and keep them really, really soft. I just really want to take my time blending everything today to make sure it's nice and seamless and not looking any splotchy because I really want to perfect this halo eye. I've always had issues with halo eyes and I don't know why, and I think it's mainly, I mean obviously practice, but I think it's just the color choices that I have done don't really work together and it's too much of a dramatic eye. So hopefully these all come together. I'm getting very fall, foresty, grungy look right now, but also maybe because I'm wearing like a black turtleneck. By the way, the outfit I had today, I put it on, I was like, oh cute, 90s vintage, and then I was like, I know exactly who I look like right now. I'll throw up the pics really quick. So yeah, when I realized that I looked exactly like The Rock, I was like, do I love it or do I hate it? So I'm going to take that same brush, and she went and dipped into Emerald City next, which has a bit more of a bluish green undertone to it to liven up and deepen these outer corners some more. So she kind of just goes back and forth and mixes those two shades together. Ooh. Love this Emerald City shade. That is gorgeous. What are you messing with? Hey, did you get something? Oh, that is looking beautiful. This is blending like a dream. What'd you get? What? I don't even know I had any back there. That works. This is looking so beautiful. It's blending like a dream and there's no fallout on the face. And I'm really taking my time to really blend it out. I wouldn't say like these are the softest mattes ever and like the best formula, but for as cheap as ColourPop is, I'm loving it. So this is just gonna be a whole RawBeautyKristi week because I also have her other collabs she did this year. Like she did 2 collabs this year. Like you go girl. But I have her RawBeautyKristi X Pure collab that I have not played with yet. So I'll also be filming 2 looks with that because there are 2 sides to the palette. So that will be a long filming day because I'm gonna have to wash everything off and then redo it again unless I film it 2 separate days if I give myself enough time. But I have a lot of, not a lot, but yeah, I kind of have a lot of big stuff going on in the next month and I will definitely be doing videos on that. So it's gonna be crazy filming and editing like this next month or 2. Alright, so then she said she went in with Puffball, which is the brown shade, kind of to like buff the edges out a little bit and make it more wearable. But I mean, wear whatever you want to wear, honey. But I'm just gonna do what she did, and she just kind of like takes it out here and kind of just buffs and softens the edges a little bit. She like dragged it like really far out, but I don't think I can drag eyeshadow out really far with the way my face structure is, but ooh, that is a pigmented brown. I went a little too ham with that. Alright, so before I go with the shimmer shades on the top, I'm pretty much going to do what I did on the top onto the lower lash line. So first is that Chanterelle shade, and she brings it pretty far down, she said, into her eye bag area, which is where I got that terminology from. So we're just going to do that, and then that will tie in with the top. So then she went with a mixture of Fiddlehead and Emerald City to go onto the lower lash line, and then that way it ties it in more with the top shades. And she ran this across her whole lower lash line. I think when I've done halo eyes before, I kind of like leave the center spot open, but she put this along the whole lash line and then just put a little bit of shimmer on top of that. All right, that's looking really, really cute. So then she went in with Evergreen right here. First time feeling that. Does not feel bad. So that's that shade right there, and she just plopped this right on top. Why is there another helicopter going over while I'm filming again? I swear to God. I don't think there's like a lot of pigment to this shimmer shade because I feel like I can see my eyelid shade coming, like my eyelid skin color coming through. But I also can't tell if that's just the way that this shimmer shade like shifts a little bit. All right, I think I'm just gonna tap a little bit of West Coast on, which is this beautiful gold shade. Oh, look at that. Just ever so slightly. These shimmers are incredible. Wow. Alright, so we're not done yet because then she also said she went into her Super Shock shade Like a Moss and dabbed a little bit of that on top of that shimmer as well. So if I can open up the packaging, we're going to do the same thing. I think all of these Super Shock shadows I have are like in some sort of white packaging. So like this is so cute because it's green and it has like a little mushroom embossed on the top. Oh, so cute. Oh, this looks beautiful. So this is Like a Moss, which she said was her favorite shade. I'm just gonna dab a little bit of this on top. Oh, so soft. She said that these Super Shock shadows are definitely like, at least this one is not as pigmented because it's just like super shimmery. I'm gonna tab a little bit underneath the eye, right on top of that shadow. Maybe. I feel like I've got little sausage fingers. Before I finish the eye look, we're just going to go ahead and swatch some more things. So I'm not going to swatch into the rest of the palette. I mean, you can go check it out on her channel if you want. But I mean, we used 6 of the shades, which I think is pretty good. So we used this whole half of the palette. We didn't touch this side, but I can't wait to do more looks with that. So let's just go ahead and swatch the Super Shock shadows because I think they're just really nice and soft to the touch and beautiful to swatch. And I'm just curious to see exactly what they look like again because I kind of forgot. So here they are looking on the fingers. We have Mycelium right here. This one is Olympic and this one is Campfire. We'll just swatch those right there. Those are beautiful. These ones are obviously a lot more wearable. The Like a Moss is a little bit more of a weird shift to it, but still beautiful. So like Campfire is obviously more like brownish, burnt orange type of shade. And then Olympic is kind of more like shimmery and champagne, and then you've got more of a gold shade with Mycelium. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch Like a Moss anyways, even though we used it on the eye, just to see what it looks like by itself. So Like a Moss is right there, and it's a beautiful green, gold, yellow shift to it. Alright, so now we're gonna dive into the cream gel liners. I recently got two. I got a brown and a peach, but I've never tried ColourPop's formula before then. So I've got another brown with this one. I don't know if it's going to be any different than the other brown that I got, because the other brown I got was from like their sunflower collection, I think. Alright, so here they are. We have green, which was Spare Time. We've got the brown, which is called Woodsy, and then we have Marigold. And I think I'm going to go with Marigold. She went with Spare Time in her waterline, but I think I'm going to go in with Marigold just to like give it more pop of the yellow. But I'm going to go ahead and swatch all of these too. Alright, there are the cream gel liners all swatched right there. These ones definitely seem a little harder and stiffer than my other ones that I tried, but I think you just need to like warm them up and stuff, plus it's a little cold in my room right now. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and use the Marigold on my waterline and see how this performs. Ooh, that is pigmented. That is beautiful. I was getting a little worried because they seemed a little stiff and drier than the other formulas I've tried from ColourPop, but it went on beautifully. It's nice and pigmented, and it gives it a little bit more of that pop of yellow, which I like. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish the eyes and pop on a pair of lashes, and we can come back for the lip gloss. Alright, I'm back and I finished off the eye look. I put a little bit of West Coast into the inner corner. I didn't do any much of a brow bone highlight. I don't really think I need it with the halo eye look. Went in with the Milk Kush mascara, and then I went in with lashes from Kiss in the style Grandeur. So now we're going to go ahead and swatch the two Luxe lip glosses she has. She has this more pearlescent one, which is in the shade Glacier, and then she has like a pink one, which is in Wildflower. I'm probably going to go with Glacier today because it's mainly just like a pearlescent type gloss with like glitter reflex in it. It's literally just like ice. So Glacier is a good name for it. Alright, so we have Wildflower on top, which is the pink, and then we have Glacier, which is like that clear with like kind of like silver reflex in there. So I'm going to throw on just a basic nude lip and come back for the gloss. So I went in with the shade Leo for the lip liner and the lipstick from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and let's just pop this gloss right on top. It smells like a candle and a lip gloss. That smells so good. Oh, and it feels really nice too. It's not too thick, not too like sticky, but it also is just beautiful. That is beautiful. It just adds like a nice little glossy moment to this lip, and I think it ties the whole look together. All right, let's just give a final spritz of setting spray and wrap this video up. All right, and time for the necessary montage. So I am in love with this look today. I think I actually did a decent halo eye look. Thanks, RawBeautyKristi. So thoughts on this collection. For never having tried a ColourPop eyeshadow palette, at least not one in a really long time from that BoxyCharm like years ago, I honestly like this. For the price you are paying, the quality is just, it's there. The mattes aren't the softest mattes I've ever touched, but they are very blendable, they are buildable. Just take your time with them and really just caress them and turn them into something beautiful like this eyeshadow look. These shimmers in here are definitely softer to the touch. They move around in the pan, so they're much more of a buttery formula, so they create such a beautiful look on the eyes. The gel liners I was a little iffy about because they seemed like they were a lot harder and drier, but they turned out perfectly. I think you just like warm them up a little bit and then they glide on amazing. And it's still chilling there in the waterline. My eyes haven't watered enough and it's staying put. The Super Shock shadows, I mean, they are beautiful. Like a Moss is like a very unique shade, but the other ones are definitely more wearable for any type of neutral eye look you want to do, and you just can't go wrong with them. The gloss, I really like it. I've never tried a ColourPop gloss except for the one from the Sailor Moon collection, but I've never tried the Luxe lip gloss. And I really like it. It doesn't feel tacky on the lips. It's not taking off my lipstick, and it's really beautiful. So overall, I'm so happy I decided to bite the bullet and get this whole collection. I'm just so happy and so proud of RawBeautyKristi. I love her. So that is today's video. If you guys enjoyed this makeup look I created today, then definitely give this video a big thumbs up. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you are notified every time I post a new video. I love you guys. If you subscribe to my channel, I welcome you in my Feline family. Bye! I like said that with a whistle. Woo.